got another mass shooting that just took place, y'all. Check on y'all people. So that's another update. They just put it over the zone. They're giving officers to use caution in the area because they just found at least 36 shell casings.
What's going on? This is My Life in the Shot. I'm your host, Donald Washington. That was the mass shooting in 600 block West 61st Street, Englewood. I'm going to bring you guys that story. It's going to read 2 dead, 3 wounded in mass shooting. Somebody had the caption, lost hope. I'm going to bring you guys the identity of the 2 dead. I'm going to also bring you guys a shooting on 67th and Langley. This happened May 8th. I'm going to also bring you guys the crime stat of Chicago. Homicides are actually down. However, vehicle theft, carjacking is up 235% within 2 years. I'm going to bring you guys that. I'm going to also bring you guys, apparently, some woman up north went on a batting spree. She did bat drive-bys, just hopping out on random people. She has been apprehended. I'm going to bring you guys the identity of her. I'm going to also bring you guys the young officer, Ariana Preston, 24, who was off duty. Her family had to accept her master's degree. I'm going to bring you guys that, and before I do, I'm going to bring you guys the identity. One of the identities, Jabez Davis, 19 years old. The other one, Jarrell Harmon, 26 years old. Story's going to read, 2 people, 3 killed in a shooting in Chicago's Englewood. There's a 17-year-old shot. He was struck in the arm, taking a stroller. 19-year-old. Now it's going to read, the mainstream media put 19-year-old was struck in the shoulder. However, he was pronounced. That's the young man, Jabez Davis. 21-year-old, 26-year-old, another 26-year-old. That's the other young man, Jarrell Harmon. I'm going to also bring you guys this shooting right here. And Malloy Lightfoot, she was offering, if you get a Ring doorbell camera or any camera, she would reimburse you. People, take advantage of that. It's time for us to take out, to patrol our own neighborhood, to protect our own neighborhood. One of the things I couldn't understand when I was a youngster, when other people, there was an off-duty police officer that stepped in and chased me down one time. And I, at the time, at 16, 17, I thought, oh, you know, how horrible. And there was a cop that just chased us down too. I thought, how horrible people they are. Now I understand, they actually saved us. Being hard on kids actually saves them because now they know you watch it. But anyway, let's take a look at this shooting right here. You're going to see white car just pull up, white SUV. And the kids walking, they can't even clear the fence. They're so short. These kids are out here shooting with switches. You hear that? Pop, 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 3 at a time. What happened to the days where y'all could have jumped out and fought the young men? It's 3 of y'all, 2 of them. One of them took off running. But y'all could have got out and scrapped with them. They're not even tall enough to clear the fence. These babies, these little kids. And y'all see other cars out there. Check it out. Y'all see other cars. Look, there was a car that just rolled past. There's going to be a car down here. There's going to be all types of people that probably saw this and heard it. But that code is no snitching in our community. We got to get rid of it. For their own good. Other day I was driving and I saw 2 youngsters. One walking this way, ski mask on, and it's 80 degrees outside. Another young man walking, ski mask on. It was actually kind of chilly, but you ain't afraid of you walking around ski mask up and I wouldn't even be against stop and frisk for some occasions. Because if you're still walking around with ski mask, you ain't afraid of getting sick. You ain't cold. You don't want your identity shown. Let me tell you something. If you walk and you look anything suspicious in my cousin neighborhood, within a half a block, 10 cars, cop cars will come swarming on you. Hold up. Where you going? Who are you? Because they protect their community. It's time out to think somebody from somebody else's community is going to come in our community and save us somehow, miraculously. No. It's going to take the people in the community to save our community. Nobody's coming to save us. The day we get that's the day we turn our communities around. 200 homicides, 18. I did a story last week, 14-year-old girl, 15-year-old girl, and nobody said or did anything. True story. up north. Some lady went around batting people. Boop, boop, and you best believe they got her. No question. She's facing several felony charges. She's facing Northwest Side, $800,000 because a bat. She even walked up on and started batting somebody, pushing a stroller. Her name is Denise Salazano, 26 years old, charged with several aggravated battery, 4 counts of aggravated battery with use of deadly weapon, bunch of felonies. She ran up on, get this, 8 women. She went and targeted just random women. They are actually thinking that, something mentally is off with her, but she just went batting random women. I want to get to this. Ariana Preston. Allegedly, the men, and especially one of them, was out on bond for carjacking. How can you I would give 30 years. Somebody was upset with me because I said something about Brandon Johnson coming in. Brandon Johnson's coming in, his inauguration. I was invited to it. And I appreciate his people inviting me out to film. And I did film at his, he had a gathering. And I do appreciate that. And then I interviewed one of somebody from his team. But nothing wrong with when you elect somebody, you got to hold them accountable. Mayor Lori Lightfoot, you got to hold her accountable. People showed up and showed out to vote for Mayor Lori Lightfoot and Brandon Johnson. Now you got to hold them accountable. Being soft on crime, like being soft on your kids. When you're soft on your kids, guess what? They grow up and they end up in jail for the rest of their lives. If you are not hard on your kids, they can and will go to jail. The mother, she released a statement. She said, I feel also bad for those kids. Because she saw the same thing I saw. She saw a group of kids so lost and failed so miserably, she felt bad for the kids that actually did that to her hardworking daughter that was receiving her master's degree within months, that her family did everything they possibly could to raise a good child. Right? She was getting her master's degree. And her mother accepted her master's degree in this video right here. You did everything you could as a mother to make sure your child was the best she can be. Family. And lazy bums that didn't want to work. Somebody emailed me just up my inbox and said, hey bro, I heard that it's possible they did that to get some barbecue money or something. I'm like, what? A barbecue? Some of these youngsters are so lazy. There's every opportunity. That's why Brandon Johnson just came straight with excuses. Hey, what about the kids out there? This staff have opportunities. What? If I'm there, oh no, not on my watch. It ain't gonna be no 14-year-old girls getting hit, getting shot and killed on my watch. Oh no, it ain't. Oh, it ain't gonna be no 15-year-old girls catching a stray bullet in the head. Oh no, not on my watch. One of those young men should have been in jail for at least 20 years. They downgraded his charges to misdemeanor 3 times in 2019, 2020, and something like that. I forget what it was, but something like that. One of the young men, they downgraded his charges to misdemeanor criminal trespass to a vehicle. 3 times they gave him that. Okay, let's say he was 14 and the first time, give him a slap on the wrist. But the second time, the third time, the first, second, and third, and then now the 4th time, he ended up doing that. This is why. That's why that ended up happening. Had those young men in some of these communities not so laxed and so soft on crime, none of that would have happened. You'd have stopped them when they were young. This is why you got to be hard on these kids. So Brandon Johnson, yes, I'm going to criticize you every single step of the way. Every step of the way. Because the softer you are, the more stories I got to do on babies getting shot and killed. Brandon Johnson, yes, I'm going to be on your back every single step of the way. Because I don't want to do no more stories on no 14-year-old girl. I don't want to do no more stories on a 15-year-old girl catching a bullet to the brain. I don't want to do no stories of all these youngsters getting locked up and we are losing in this country. We looking real bad. I follow every news story in the country and it ain't looking good. Somebody put on here, lost hope. I'm with you, buddy. Somebody asked, why did this happen? This mass shooting in Englewood. Somebody said, I'm going to put it point blank, period. Lost hope. Anyway, go to YouTube, go to My Life in the Shop, My Life in the CHI. I appreciate everybody that comment too. I read all my comments. I'm going to address every single comment in one show. Peace, y'all.
On fire, ooh, down to the wire. My life in the shy. Ooh, it's my life in the shy.